Hi everyone, it's Sue and welcome back to Discovering the Art of Living. Now if you're new to my channel, click on the subscribe button below as well as the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content. So last time I went through my Dollar Tree stash and found some odds and sods to make a really cute farmhouse sign with a string art mason jar around it and some paper flowers. So if you'd like to know how to make that and you missed the video, click on the link above. So today is the first Wednesday in August, so you know what that means. It's Wacky Wednesday! So for those of you who are new and you're like, what the heck is Wacky Wednesday? It's where you, the subscribers, suggest to me 3 totally unrelated items. They don't even have to be craft items, and I have to try to turn them into a piece of art. And let me tell you, some of them are quite tricky. So today's suggestions were by Artist Rebecca, and I will leave a link to her channel below if you wouldn't mind checking it out and giving her some support. Now she suggested acrylic paint, sand, and shaving cream. Wow. So I didn't quite have sand, but I thought I could recreate something that was very similar. And let me tell you, an idea just washed up on shore. So if you want to see what I came up with those 3 wacky items, let's get started. So like I said, today is Wacky Wednesday, where I take 3 unrelated items and turn them into art. And today's suggestions were by ArtistRebeccaLS, and I will leave a link to her channel below. So first thing I did was put down some wax paper because I know this is going to be a messy craft. Then I used some of this Canson multimedia paper. And my items were the shaving cream, acrylic paint, and a paintbrush or stick to mix it with. And I'm going to be using salt. Since I didn't have sand, I thought that might be a good alternative. I also had a small ruler and lots of paper towels. So the only shaving cream I had was the gel kind, and I was hoping that it would foam up nicely with the ruler. So I sprayed a generous amount on my wax paper and then used the ruler to fluff it up and smooth it out into about the size of the paper that I had. Now when I first heard these 3 items, the first thing that popped into my mind was seascape. I could just see the shaving cream foamy waves and the beautiful colors of the acrylic paint melding together. And I must admit, I have seen people do these shaving cream abstract paintings, but I have never actually attempted it before, so this was going to be a new adventure for me. So once I had the shaving cream smoothed out into a nice rectangle, I kind of envisioned where I wanted the sky, the clouds, the water, and the beach to be. So I just put generous amounts of blue acrylic paint on for the sky, leaving room for the clouds. Then I put a bluish green mixture in the middle for the waves, and then some brown in the one corner to replicate the sand. So taking the pointy end of an old paintbrush, I just swirled the paint around to get the desired effect. So I must say the invigorating scent of the shaving cream kind of put me in the beachy mode, as it was very refreshing, and the hair on my knuckles didn't grow back for at least a couple of weeks. Once I was happy with the way the paint looked, here came the moment of truth. I took the paper and put it on top of the shaving cream and gently pressed down on it, just to try to push the paint onto the paper. Then I slowly peeled it back. And voila, my abstract beach scene. Now I just had to clean up this little bit of mess. Then I took my ruler and scraped off the excess shaving cream and let that dry. It looked pretty cool, but I did notice a few little streaks where the ruler had sort of dragged the paint where I didn't want it. So I just took a damp brush with just some water and just kind of erased those harsh little lines that were peeking through the clouds. Then I decided to add some texture to my beach scene, and I took some glue and covered up the beach area and sprinkled some of the coarse sand all over and let it dry, and I thought that would sort of resemble the sand. Once the glue dried, I just tapped off the excess salt, and I thought that it looked really kind of cool. But then I got thinking I could kind of jazz up my little beach scene here, so I took some extra pieces of wood that I had and I laid them out so that I could make a little wooden frame to go around my painting. Once the frame was glued in place, I decided to embellish it with some seashells just to make it look really authentic. And there you go, my Wacky Wednesday challenge turned into a calm, beautiful beachscape. So hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you do, give it a thumbs up, and in the comment section below, don't forget to suggest some items for next time's Wacky Wednesday. See you next time from Discovering the Art of Living.